what do they need during the year to purchase a minimally adequate diet? And that's based on the agricultural department's survey of food and things like that. So, what do they need to purchase a minimally adequate diet? Let's figure out that number. We multiply that number by 3, and that's the poverty line.
Yeah.
Now you might say, well, why do we multiply it by 3? Is that some kind of special number, or what's the deal there? At the time, the surveys showed that in general, a typical family in America spend about a third of their income on food, another 2/3 on all the other things, shelter, housing, and clothing and all that. So the argument was, if we can figure out what the minimum amount is for food, we can multiply that by 3, and that's the other minimum amount that you need for these basic goods and services to have a decent life. That's how the poverty line was devised, and that's still how it's measured. And one of the critiques of that measure is this multiplier of 3, because what people say is, look, the amount that families are spending now on housing, childcare, all of these things are much more than they were 50 years ago. And therefore, the argument is that, that multiplier should be something like 4 or 5 instead of 3. But that's basically the way it's devised, and it has remained that way ever since.